Good morning, good morning, good evening, Nancy. Good evening,
Evening.
Lechon Diva, and good morning to everybody watching on the live stream, and most especially watching on the replay. We have a very very special guest, the Lechon Diva, making lechon, and Filipino food a global sensation. And Dedet is opening his stall in Resorts World Las Vegas. So we'll be talking about the journey with Nancy. And if you have any questions, guys, please join us in this discussion. And this is the story of Pepita's Lechon in Las Vegas. My
Yeah.
name is Anton Diaz, founder of our Awesome Planet, with Nancy Reyes Lumen, known as the Adobo Queen, and Dedet de la Fuente of
Lechon Diva.
Pepita's Lechon. All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to thank you for All right, Dedet, the Lechon Diva. Maybe can you do an introduction of Pepita's Lechon for those people who are not yet familiar with the Lechon Diva and your and your product?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Dedet. They call me the Lechon Diva. I was very lucky to come up with a lechon, a modern lechon that seems every many people love, enjoy eating. So my journey from the time I was young, I'm not a chef. I did not have any formal training as with regards to cooking. So I just cook from my heart and I just enjoy eating, so I enjoy cooking. So it's all about my lechon, I guess, for today.
All right. All right. So, you are opening in
Mm.
Las Vegas. How did this came about? Maybe you can tell us a story.
Okay, years ago, I was invited by KFC to in his World Street Food Congress in Singapore. And I met many people there. Na? It's really about connections. So I met many people there, and one of them was Chris, no, Chris Chang, and he tasted my lechon together with so many other Singaporeans, and he did join um, the party of Sito when they went to Manila. Invited them
Mm-hmm.
over, so he knows my lechon. So fast forward, just before the lockdown, I heard from Chris, and I think he's looking for um, a food that would best represent the Philippines in the street food hall that Resorts World Las Vegas will be putting up a summer of 2021. Of course, I was happy that he remembered my lechon, and he tried many other lechons. He flew into town.
Talaga?
Galing nga. Yeah, even before the lockdown, talagang wow. So, he tried many lechons, no, and um, I'm just happy that they chose Pepitas despite Pepitas not having a restaurant. Just that was my that was the thing that I didn't have that everyone else had. Everyone had a restaurant. I don't have one. But when he said, Dedet, they're just saying they want yours, but you don't have a restaurant. And I said, you don't need to have a restaurant. When when the big names come to the country, they always remember Pepitas. So maybe you can tell them that because of course I want them to choose me. So oh my God.
Oo
And
naman.
'di ba? So luckily I think someone ordered from their mother company. I guess they ordered everything and yeah, they chose the truffle lechon of Pepita's Kitchen. So I'm happy. I'm very happy. Diba?
Wow, we're so proud of you. Before we continue, no, there are some. So of course, Pearl de Guzman says the Lechon Diva is watching, and then the Queen of Smoke stations are watching also. Ang galing.
Wow.
Oy,
And
hello Pearl, ang Ensemada Queen.
Samada
The
Queen.
best Ensemada. Oy, totoo yan. Diba?
Oo, in Manila.
Yeah.
All right. So, when are you opening? Maybe give us the details first before we get into the story. Details of when are you exactly opening, and
Okay.
what are you offering in this stall?
Okay, so it opens on the 24th, 11 p.m. So I asked, why so late? So yung pala, it opens for all other guests. I think they will have a party for their invited guests on the 24th. So open, let's just say 25th. Please come, all the Filipinos in Las Vegas or near the area, or if you'll be traveling, everyone now is traveling around the US. If you happen to pass by Las Vegas, please drop by Resorts World and taste. Okay, Pepita's Kitchen by the Lechon Diva will be offering the truffle lechon and our sisig panini chos.
Ilan lechon ang pine-prepare mo?
um, Nagmi-meeting pa kung ilan eh. So, hindi ko sila yung mas may alam. I really don't know because I arrived there on the 21st pa. So, sana madami.
Yeah.
Oo. Yeah, so
Okay.
ayun. Yes.
Yeah. And other Asian cuisine that will be represented
I
in
think
the.
there's one dish from Taipei, I think, Thailand, Japan, na I think may Korea. And I think may 2 or 3 American booths. There's shucks, I forgot. But yun, sure ako. There's Japanese, Korean, Thai, and Vietnamese.
Oo.
And a few
Wow.
others, yeah.
Ang galing. So you're representing the Philippines in the.
Yesterday.
Galing naman. Um
Oo nga, my God. Akalain mo ba naman ang batang, well, I, even me, I'm just so thankful and grateful because I never planned to make my cooking a business. It just fell on my lap. Okay, growing up, every summer, I would be sent to the Aldiger sisters para Hawaiian dance, di ba? And in the afternoon, cooking lessons with Sylvia Reynoso Gala. So because she's Tita Sylvia is so very nice, 'di ba? Parang hindi ka matatakot eh. As a child, you will enjoy cooking. She was just such a pleasant person. So then my mom also loves to cook. So it was just something that was natural, came
Natural.
natural.
Yeah.
Yes. That's every Sunday I loved going with our help to the palengke of Parañaque. I grew up in Parañaque, San
wow.
Dionisio. So
Kababayan.
oo. So, sa palengke, I love going and, choosing the fish. So, alam ko, hindi ako nandidiri. I enjoyed yung hasang. I know all that. The pork, the gulay, nako, the kakanin. So, Sundays were special because I wake up early and go with our help to the palengke. So, I never thought na when I'm a little older, this will be my profession. I just invited, okay, I've always wanted to learn how to cook lechon. So maybe for 3 or 4 years, I just couldn't find the school that will teach until finally, kay Reggie Aspiras, I found, ay parang exacto the day, was like, I called on a Friday, it was on a Monday. So, hindi pa sure kasi for them to have a class, you have to have at least 6 students. And they only had free. So sabi ko, okay, ituloy niyo na me and the yaya of my daughter para 5 na. I called on a Saturday, Sunday buong araw. Hindi pa rin. But whoever was answering the phone of Reggie Aspira said, sige na ma'am, tutuloy na ni Ma'am Reggie kasi ang kulit nyo. So the next day talagang I went there, and then as she was teaching, she gave the contact number of the person where you can order the pugon, because that's one of the secrets eh. So that's Jerry
Yes.
Yu of Fire Brick Oven. Yan,
Oh,
proudly
yeah.
Philippine made din yan.
Yes.
So yeah. So I called him while the class was ongoing. Sabi ko, pwede po bang mag-order? Pwede. Gaano po katagal? 2 months. Gusto ko na po kasi bukas. Kasi excited talaga ako. Maybe it was really my destiny, ha? Tapos sabi niya, ay hindi pwede 2 months gawin. Sabi ko, baka naman po pwedeng bilisan niya. Tapos sabi niya, alam mo, meron akong isa. Order yan. Nagkasakit yung nag-order. Nahiya akong tawagan. Sige, iyon na lang. Oh my God! The next day, pinakuha ko. And yun, I experimented. My first was binagoongan rice stuffed lechon. And I had a group of friends who I call my guinea pig friends, my happy gang. So they went
Yes.
in. So, di ba? Isa si Anton na nag-uumpisa pa lang si Anton ng RO sa plano.
Kaya kami tumaba. Okay.
Oh, so I asked them to taste it. They liked it. Tapos a few months after, they pushed me. They said, join ka na dun sa ultimate taste test. Sabi ko, kaya ko ba yun? I-cut mo lang maliit kasi taste test. Join lang. Sabi ko, okay, parang, I was taught by my parents never to let an opportunity pass. Never.
Right.
Even if you lose or what, at least it was there.
Tama.
Go for it. So I said, okay. So, oh my God, ang daming tao pala, di ba? And then you cut the ano. So, to make the long story short, I ranked very high. The lechon ranked very high. Wow. So that started it. People started writing about my binagoongan rice stuffed lechon. But it was a slow take-off. The next year, sabi ko, shucks, sisig rice naman. So I had sisig rice. Anton asked me to join again. So I was ranked high again. So slowly, parang cannot be really quick di ba? And then, sabi ko, my daughters, whenever we would eat out, they love ordering truffle risotto. Sabi ko, oh my God, yun kaya lagay ko sa lechon. Di ba? Parang asosyal.
Oo.
So, they ate it kasi nagustuhan nila. So, that was my next, and that's when it took off. Because after that, Pepita's truffle rice stuffed lechon was awarded in London as tastiest dish in Asia by
Wow.
the Chowster Group. Yeah, parang
Yeah.
wow. I mean,
That's a big group. Yeah.
imagine mo, ano ba naman ako? Hindi naman ako. But yeah, parang I'm thankful and grateful. The journey has been so wonderful. I've been just so lucky.
It's
And
still
it's the people that you meet, di ba?
Yeah. Well, actually, she's not new to being global because she has been interviewed by so many foreign TV personalities. Sino-sino yon, Dedet?
Oo. Sino-sino ba yan? Kwento mo nga.
Papa Adam Richman.
O, yun. So, naging parang BFF pa kayo.
Oo, alam mo, he loves the lechon, of course, pero pati super suman, he loved it. Pati choknat, pinakain ko yung choknat, sabi ko, this is the best Philippine chocolate. Sabi ko, try it. Kain siya. This is so good, sabi niya. Hindi niya alam, mani yun, di ba? Kaya nga choknat. Wala naman ako. But he loved it. He even posted it sa IG niya. So, he did say, actually, I PM'd him last week and I asked him if he can come. He said yes. He said yes. I'm just not sure if he's coming on the 24th or
Wow.
on the big opening of the Resorts World venue. So, I leave it up to
Sino pa? Meron pa.
Resorts World. Yeah. So, yun. CNN, and then,
Oh, yes.
shucks, sino pa ba? Oo, ano pa ba? Ay, meron din ako yung, there was a German show that also featured our lechon. Yan. So, actually, medyo many nga. Ang
I think,
swerte.
when,
Oo.
siguro when Pepita's Lechon crossed the border from Sisig and, ano yung isa? Wala ka pang yatang
Binagoongan.
binagoongan. Ano na nagkaroon na ng global dimension kasi kilala nila yung truffle na, di ba? So,
Oh.
Yeah.
so that was the step that the leap. You put your one foot into the global gastronomy.
Oo.
And
Pero
now,
I like to add, no? I remember yung ultimate taste test na yun. That was the first time. Si Dede talaga, parang hindi siya sure, no? Pero ang hilig niya, ang sarap kasi ng mga food niya. May mga taste test na before. And then I can remember, NBC tent pa yon. People were raving talaga all around, no? Ang laki ng venue na yon. And
naubusan ako.
naubusan ka.
Si Mary Ann Lumen ang nagsabi sa akin, Mary Ann Ojeda, sabi, come on, come on. Pagdating ko, wala. Ubus na.
Oh.
Grabe, no? And we're proud of that. And marami pa, di ba, Dedet? Sino pa ba
Yeah.
yung mga naka-taste ng
Um,
food mo? Kwento mo na.
okay, si Kumaring Martha Stewart. Okay,
Oh, di
kwento
ba?
ko yun, ha? Okay.
Yes.
Anong
Ang
sabi niya?
galing-galing kasi I'm also thankful to Berna. She remembered my lechon kasi parang she just called me and said, Dedet, what's your best lechon? Sabi ko, bata ba matanda? Kasi may mga variations yan eh. Matanda. Pinoy ba o foreigner? Foreigner. Hindi, syempre hindi ko naman alam na si Martha pala yung pakakainin. Sabi ko, siguro truffle. O sige, truffle. Sabi niya, pwede ka ba sa ganyan? Sino ba kakain? Did si Martha Stewart. Oh my God, syempre, excited ako. So, on that day, we were in a table, small table lang. Tapos, kumuha siya, no? Tapos kain siya. Nag-round 2 siya. So, nagustuhan niya. Oh my God, nagustuhan niya. Kumuha pa siya ng seconds. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, nag-eye to eye contact kami. Sabi niya, oo, kasi we had parang 2 persons between us lang eh. Si Emil Yap, tapos I think si Berna, tapos siya. Sabi niya, your food is so good. Yung so niya talagang so good. Edi nakaganon ako. Anong sagot ng Lechon Diva? Eto ang sagot ko. Well, my mom said it's the best lechon in the universe. So, tawanan sila. Kasi ano pa sasabihin ko? Because, shucks, I was so flattered and wow, parang, you know that it was real, that she really liked it. And nakadalawang serving eh. So, yeah. So, yun, Martha was one of them. And then, si Bourdain also, uh, when he flew to the country, di ba, Anton? Oh my God, sabi ni Anton,
Grabe. Ang
Dedet.
hirap nun. Sobrang guarded yun, di ba? Hindi ka pwede
Eto,
magpadala dun eh. Paano ba
hindi nga.
nangyari?
Sabi ni Anton, Dedet, magdala ka ng lechon bukas para kay Bourdain. Sabi ko, hindi naman ako invited. Kasi, di ba, it was like a town hall for the vendors.
Press yan.
I've been a
Press.
vendor for 2 years of the street food. But for that third year, hindi. Because they made it in para mas malayong lugar eh. So sabi ko, pwede ba yun? Tapos I remember what you said, Anton. Pag pinalagpas mo to, baka hindi na niya matikman. Kasi
Galing.
syempre, di ba? O sige, di okay. Isip ako, di dating kami, di ba may x-ray machine? Di hawak-hawak ko pa yung lechon, di ba? Sabi ko, anak, yung sa hotel, pakihawak nga kasi yung bag ko. Mama, ano po to? Sabi ko, lechon para kay Bourdain. Ikaw na maghatid, samahan mo ko. So, hawak niya kasi security eh. So, isasara na yung ano, yung yung room where the meeting will be held. Nakatingin yung isang high, ano, wala, I was able to enter. The lechon was there, di ba, sitting there. So I was watching him, tapos sabi ko, shucks, this is it. And then, after his talk and the question and answer, sabi nila, "Oh, dalhin mo sa media room." So dinala sa media room, andun sila Ses Drilon, gano'n. Sabi ko, kakainin niyo, pero sinabihan kami bawal mag-picture. So I made sure that my phone will be on doon sa cabinet. Hindi ko dadalhin kasi baka mapagalitan ako. So, nag-shoot sila while he was eating it and he said, "Thanks for bringing this. It's good." Kumano siya. Pero quiet lang siya, di ba? Parang okay. Kasi
Oo,
ang
quiet yun.
daming tao eh. So, that was it. I made him lechon with tendon and bone marrow. Sabi ko, I'll name this my
Wow.
Wow.
pamatay. Pero masarap. So ngayon, after nung press, nakita ko ni Sito. Sabi niya, Dedet, bring a lechon later in Mega Mall. Di ba they had a store there, a restaurant. At I think he said 4 o'clock. I said, can it be 5:30? Kasi di ba parang, well, if you can't send it at that time, I'll just look for someone else's lechon. Siyempre, takot ako. It's okay. I'll make sure it's there. So, di talagang niluto, pinadala. Thankful ako kay Chef JP kasi he was there. I couldn't go because it was my daughter's sophomore night. My youngest daughter, my older daughter send off to her university, and my dad was in the clinic having a checkup. So it was such a busy day. Sabi ni Chef JP, si Bourdain his eyes were only focused on the lechon. So, syempre, di kinamay niya, no? Tapos may isang staff ko andon, sinaserve. After, yung natira, binulong ni Bourdain dun sa staff niya, tinake home, dinogi bag. So, dinogi bag, my God, imagine, nag-take home si Bourdain na lechon ko. So, kilig na kilig ako. And then, on the evening that he was leaving Manila, his IG story, the last in his IG story was my lechon, yung dahan-dahan. Sabi ko, wow, parang ang swerte. Ang swerte that I guess 3 icons were able to taste my lechon. Yeah.
Wow,
Diba?
galing. Galing, galing. It's always a really
Gosh.
good
Oh.
I want
story.
to say something. Kasi ang lechon, traditionally, lalaki ang gumagawa. Kaya nga sinasabi nila, lechonero. But si Dedet has crossed another border na lechonera, na bida pa, di ba? At saka nag-succeed. Kasi usually sabihin nila, kailangan lalaki kasi buong baboy. Tapos, hindi ba?
Yeah.
Hindi madaling lutuin.
Mm.
Tapos, matagal. Kailangan correct. I was telling Anton, it's not easy to cook lechon kasi isang buo. It's not like 1 kilo of pork na magkamali ka, pwede mong palitan. This one is one whole. At saka,
Yes.
being like, being a lechonera is, became naalis yung gender of the cooking lechon. Right?
Yes. Oo, totoo. Kaya wag lang akong tatawaging Aling Dede. Lechon Diva na lang. Aling Lydia. Kanina si Aling Lydia.
Hello, mabuti nga ikaw, Aling. Ako ang tawag sa akin, Mami, Lola.
Hello.
So, before we continue, let's say hi, no, to people. Of course, marinerong kusinero, ano to, sa Florida to says hi. The Queen of Smoke Station, they were asking lang, JY Fire Bricks Pugon po? Tama ba?
Yes, the one and only JY Fire Bricks by Mr. Yu. Kay, ano nga? Kalimutan ko, sinabi ko na
Jelly.
yun. Kay Jerry Yu. Yan. Ang bait-bait
Wow.
niyan. Ang
Yes.
bait-bait.
Galing ah.
Yeah,
Wow.
ang bait. At saka, nag-uumpisa pa lang din siya nun eh. Parang
Yeah.
swerte that time, no? Parang, yeah.
During the time. And of course, the Chicken Man Manila. Hello, Steve Villasin.
Hi, Koya! My chicken man, Koya. He's my twin. Yan,
Eh,
isa pa yan. Oo.
Oo. And Tito Boy Montelibano from Walang Iwanan Alliance. So, yeah, yung ringtone nung Crispy Lechon, di ba? Pinauso mo
Yeah.
yan.
That's the best ringtone. Ngayon, gusto ko sanang gumawa ng pabango amoy lechon. Talagay ko dito.
Wow.
Amoy lechon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. May tanong ako sa inyo. Because the Adobo Queen and Lechon Diva is here. 'Di ba? We wanted to make lechon and Filipino food a global sensation. What does it really take? And will this be the year? Actually, the post-pandemic will be the year of Filipino food talaga. What does it take?
Sige, mauna ka na, Nancy.
Ikaw na. Kasi andun
sige.
ka na eh. You're there.
What does it take? What does it take? I think, okay, I'm not a planner. I
Good.
don't plan things. I just go with the heart, with
Yes.
what I feel. So, what does it take? I believe for one to succeed, one has to, syempre, believe in himself and do not be afraid to be different. I
Yes.
always say, di ba, I always say, do not be afraid to stand out. Be afraid to blend in. So, kung gagawa ka din lang ng lechon, ibahin mo na. So, you know what, parang now is the time, you want the world to accept everything Filipino. So, you can work from that and experiment because Filipino food needs to evolve for it to be appreciated and loved by everyone else. And I believe that if given the right vehicle opportunity, Filipino food will also be as well known as all the other cuisines. Yeah.
That's true. Yes. Tama yan.
My gosh. Parang nagulat ako sa question na yun. Yeah, 'di ba? Parang dapat do something that your own style, 'di ba? So I just feel yun.
Okay.
Ganun.
Now, before getting ready for this stage, no, for the your opening of Resorts World, what did you do? Anything different that you had to do for the opening of Las Vegas?
Well, like for the sisig, no, the sisig panini, we need to make some changes. Like I think the VP for their food wanted instead of egg, cheese. Sabi ko, shucks, cheese. Then I thought of it, tama rin because we need for them to parang to have a little familiarity kasi sisig is already in itself kinda weird tasting, 'di ba? So if they put cheese, baka maglasang sisig burger. Something like that. Yon. We adjusted a few things for the two dishes that we will be serving. So yun lang.
In
And
terms of branding naman.
okay.
Yung
Okay.
Philippine
My
food.
my daughters would always tell me, "Mom, can you please make na a better logo?" Kasi kami lang ang gumagawa. Parang better logo. So because it will be global na. O sige, sabi ko. So I asked si Aaron Limpeao, the owners, and si Olive, the owners of
Wow.
Distillery Limtuaco. Sabi ko, ang ganda-ganda ng mga packaging nila, etc. Sabi ko, who makes your packaging, etc. Then they gave me the contact of Mark. So, it was also, matagal rin naming there were some changes, and I think I'm very happy with the final new look and logo of um the Lechon Diva, Pepita's Kitchen. Para lang may touch of being Filipino. Kasi if you will see the old logos, parang pa-cute lang, mga pig lang na may slit na may hawak lang na. So, but
Okay.
now, yeah. So,
So
yun.
we'll reveal. This is the logo.
Yes.
Maybe can you talk us through the logo?
Okay, so nung una, I said, kasi nagle-lechon ako, so lechonera ako. Sabi ko, I want my logo to have a lady na nagle-lechon. Tapos sabi ko, hindi pwedeng payat. Di naman ako payat, di ba? Or, diyan nga, payat pa ako. Pero pinataba na yan. Tapos, if you notice the shoes, it's my favorite Adidas Ultra Boost rubber shoes. Actually, kanina bumili nga ako para pag nasira na, may pampalit na ako. So, yeah, Pinoy na Pinoy, pati yung paypay. I wanted to have a water bottle beside her, and instead na paypay, dapat yung battery operated fan. Pero baka masyado nang nakakatawa. Ayaw na ng daughters ko. So, yeah. So, yan na. And of course, we wanted it there, a proud product of the Philippines, so that whoever goes and passes by the booth in Las Vegas, they will see, Philippines. Then at least they know we're there. Our food is there, is being represented in Pepita's Kitchen's booth.
Ano ang outfit mo on that day?
Okay. Abangan nyo. My friend, syempre palaging bongga. So,
Of course!
my friend, si Raho, hi Raho. Raho created a new look for a new jacket for the Lechon Diva. So, yun.
Talaga?
Ang
Wow.
ang Lechon Diva lang ang pwedeng magsuot nun.
Ano yon? Ano yon?
Special. Abangan mo, ipopost ko live ko.
Okay.
Ha? Yan. So, I hope, what's that bell? Is it times up na? Last 2 minutes?
Di ba? Di ba?
Marami
Yeah.
pa akong tanong.
Marami pang tanong si Nancy. So, by the way, for people watching, Nancy is streaming from Houston and Dedet is streaming from San Francisco. Correct?
Concord. No, Concord. I mean Concord, California. Near San Francisco. Ayan. Para hindi ako masyadong may
Ayan, okay yan.
nakalimutan ko. Thanks to my Kambal Koyas TV, inayos namin yung aling karton ipapatong yung iPad, anong ilaw, nakalimutan ko yung ilaw.
Oo. Okay,
Mag-picture
let's
ulit
talk
tayo
about
mamaya.
So let's talk about lechon. Let's talk about the lechon. Are there other things we can do with the lechon? How can we elevate it? And actually may tanong si Nancy
Okay.
about that.
Siyempre, pag sa Las Vegas na, maraming foreigners. What is the wine pairing or the wine pairing that you can suggest? And, isa pa, anong drink ang pwede mo suggest to counter the, alam mo na, yung lechon sabihin
Umay?
na, cholesterol, etc. So, what drink can you give na pang
Contra.
Oo. I
Diba?
don't want to say contra, pero to
lessen.
balance.
To
Balancing.
Okay. I'll be honest, I don't drink. But so I don't know yung mga wine na yan. Ako, hindi ko alam yan. But I love Destilleria Limtuacos calamansi liqueur. I guess it would work well with that.
Wow, bagay. O nga.
Yeah. And ano pa ba? Meron din silang mango liqueur. Shit. Oo, di ba? Parang dapat itodo na natin na puro Philippine products ang andon. I'll ask them.
Oo. I think I like drinking it with gin. So we actually have like a few mga premium gins na Filipino, di ba? Na could probably pair with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Ako with beer.
San Miguel.
Na malamig.
Oo
Oo.
nga.
Yan.
Mag-a-agree sa'yo si Bourdain yan, di ba? Mahilig
Oo.
siya.
Yeah.
Oo nga, oo nga. Yeah.
Ah, di ba? Nung post niya, it's San Miguel beer tsaka lechon eh. Yung post niya.
Oo nga, oo. 'Di ba? Pero
Usually,
syempre, ang wagi diyan, hindi lang naman pepitas, lahat ng naglelechon, 'di ba? Alin Lydia, si ano, Subuchon, lahat 'yan, magkakaibigan naman kami. Ang
okay.
Yes.
importante, ang word na lechon, makilala nila.
Alright. Okay yon. But is there a certain size that is ideal? Kasi hindi ba pag
Yeah.
masyadong malaki, sinasabi nila, nagsesebo na yung balat, di ba?
Mm-mm.
So, what is the
Yeah.
ideal size?
Okay. The ideal size is whatever you can consume. Like, pero sa totoo lang, pangit din yung sobrang laki kasi matanda na yon. That's what I would always say lalo na when I was starting. Walang sauce. 'Di ba? Nagugulat sila walang sauce yung then I will really explain to them na ganito po 'yan. Ako mahilig ako nun sa sauce ng lechon. Ang lakas ko niyan. Kasi nga wala namang lasa yung meat. Kasi po makapal. Pero yung lechon kasi na niluluto ko, de leche. Pag nilagyan niyo ng sauce, sayang naman yung binabayaran niyo na tender, matitikman niyo yung sarap, tapos may stuffing, lalagyan niyo pa ng sauce. Yung sauce po, pag walang lasa. So, oo nga. So ngayon, wala na nagtatanong ng sauce. Pero, so yon ngayon, kung ano yung size, okay. Sa totoo lang, dapat may konting taba rin. Kasi para the skin stays crispy longer. So, but if kasi when my clients ask, meron ba kayo pang-apat lang? O di ko chinilo ka. That's the perfect order for you. Pero kailangan, pick it up at the right time, eat it right away because the skin will not stay crispy for long.
Yeah.
Pag mga 10 to 15, kahit 20, depende sa takaw, pwede na yung de leche. 'Di ba? Kasi may magtatanong, good for ilan yan? Naku, hirap sagutin yan. Eh, paano kung 8 lang sila pero puro lalaki, 'di ba? Di ubos yon. Because I had one client sabi, akala ko ba good for 10? Sabi ko, oo, pero yan lang ba ulam nyo? Oo eh, oh my God. So kasama din yon. Depende sa takaw. At saka, may iba pa bang ulam? My God, di ba? Ang hirap ng ganyan. Kaya takot ako sa question na good for ilan. Totoo yan. I answer them usually. Depende sa takaw. He, he, he. Para lang ano, di ba? Kasi mamaya magalit sabihin ko, ay, andal-dal ko, chef.
Oo nga, ang galing. So, wait we'll say hi to
Hi,
Jude,
Cello!
Cello, and Jude, and people watching. So Dedet,
Hmm.
what are you thinking now? It's 1 week before the opening. Are you excited about what would people think? Like the Americans, what do you want them to do, or even the Filipinos? No, what would I'm not sure if Filipinos, Nancy, are familiar with Pepita's lechon in the US. No, so I know what goes on your head right now.
Actually, I'm excited. Kasi parang bahala na si Batman. I didn't naman, it was not even in my dreams. Although for a few times, I did want to have a commercial stall in Manila. It never pushed through. But this one, wow. I didn't think it would happen until here I am. So sabi ko, wow, it must be. I texted Chris. I said, Chris, I guess it's really happening. As he said, yes, mama. So, so, what's going on in my mind? Actually, I'm excited. And I always tell my good friends and my daughters that how fortunate I am and that it's again it's really the connections, no, and of course a good product, but it's really the connections na parang now when we open on the 24th, I want people to enjoy it, to say, "Wow, so this is what Filipino food is about." Then I will say, "No, we're more than this. We have so many more cuisines that we can offer." But I hope that this will be a start to many more opportunities. Actually, someone called me recently after we posted that we're opening in Las Vegas. He wants to open in Australia. Sabi
Wow.
ko, let me finish first. Yeah, 'di ba? Pero parang I guess where Filipinos are, they must be homesick also because always naman there's lechon, 'di ba? But
Oo.
maybe
Yeah.
because of the modern style of lechon, maybe it makes them more excited. So, yun.
Okay. Yun.
Because, yeah.
May question. This is relevant to what we're discussing. So Henry Brolagda asked, I
Hi,
understand
Henry.
that the secret of a good lechon is its main ingredient, the native pig. Where do you source your naturally raised piglet? So I'm not sure if you wanted to answer that, but
Yeah.
you're bringing
Native.
this in the
It has
US
to be
also, di ba?
native. Yeah, it
Oo. So
has to be
paano yan?
native.
How would you
Yeah,
do it?
okay. It has to be native because si Babe, the white pig. Sorry, Babe, you're not as good as the native piglets. Native piglets are more expensive, but they taste better. The skin is everything is better with the native lechon. Now here, like as in like 'di ba I brought my lechon to Hong Kong, New York,
Yes, oo,
kila
yes.
Ami and Karomi Dorotan, Purple Yam. So Singapore, of course we cannot bring our local lechon. So what's available in that location, in that country, is what we will use. After all, the people who live there are used to the taste of that lechon. 'Di ba? Like, yung lechon ng Hong Kong is so good. Parang milky. Sarap.
Talaga.
Yeah,
Correct.
sarap. Oh, sarap. So, each country has its different, on lechon. And, yeah,
So, hindi mo madadala si Jerry you oven everywhere you go.
I don't think so. No, kasi ang bigat eh. Ang
Yeah.
bigat. How I wish I could. Pero,
So,
ang bigat, yeah.
so you'll have to find other ways and adjust them to the country you will be doing.
Yes, yes,
That's good.
yes.
At
Yeah,
least,
kailangan, as much as we want to stay 100% yung same, hindi, physically impossible. Yeah.
Oo. Pero okay lang 'yon kasi that will offer like open up food tourism 'no, going to Manila, to
yes.
Yeah.
Philippines to taste the original. Parang 'di ba, we also want to travel to other countries to taste the original. And
Yes.
yes.
Yes, and then maybe by late this year, we will start na our simple cooking school for foreigners who may want to learn how to cook simple Filipino dishes. Yeah. Yan
Wow,
yung
galing,
new.
Alam mo, Anton, si Dedet said she's not a chef
Oo.
and not
Mm,
schooled. But for me, the very basic characteristic of a foodie who has the chef quality, like Dedet, like my Lola, and many other, is instinct eh. Merong instinctive. And nakuha niya yan, bata pa siya. She got the aroma, she got the look, she had the texture, she had the people who influenced her. Ang tanong ko, name five top of your mind people who influenced you into your being an instinctive chef.
O, syempre may mom. Number one,
One.
mommy ko. Number two, daddy ko. Kasi daddy ko is a meat eater. My mom was a seafood lover. So, ang daddy ko meron niyang sariling yung how to cut a potato sa kunwari sa pochero. 'Di ba may mga parang he's from Bulacan. So yung food niya, yung masasarap na food ng Bulacan. So syempre my mom and dad. And then Sylvia Reynoso Gala. Really hats off to her kasi galing-galing niya, bait-bait niyang mag-teach. Ngayon, her son and the daughter. So my daughters went to her cooking school, and they enjoyed their time there. So now my si Lilea, my other daughter, she cooks for herself. Grabe, ang galing, pero puro
Talaga?
vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah, very good siya, pati itong bunso ko. So, yun, no? And then, so three na. And then, ang fourth, I would think, it would be pwede ko bang isama si Reggie? Kasi si Reggie,
Of
palagi
course.
akong, Reggie Aspiras, palagi akong attend lang kami ng attend ng class niyan. So, ang galing ding magturo, ang sarap ng mga mga tinuturo. And then fifth, my God, sino kaya ang fifth? I would say, yung yaya nung, okay, I grew up in Parañaque. Um, may, ang mga mommy ko, family ng mom ko, they had nanaray. She's like the yaya, no? So, when I was young, syempre, malakas pa. Ang sarap niyan magluto, yung pansit Parañaque. That's what I call pansit Parañaque. I remember the taste. That's why I offered it. I offered it, and yung mga Michelin starred chefs, I cooked for them that. They enjoyed it. Parang all from the past. I guess all from the past. In the end, you will remember the food that you had, and then you want to relive it, and maybe, yeah, just relive it. Kasi wala na, like si Nanaray, wala na. Buti na lang na ano ko yung pansit niya, yung mga ganon. So, yeah, yun lang.
Galing. Wow. That's an
Yeah,
honor. Galing naman.
Yeah.
di naman.
Yeah. So, thank you for all the people watching on the live stream. See, Valdi is watching this live stream also.
Hi, Val.
At saka nag-comment ulit si ano yun? Meron ulit nag-comment about the local lechon. Si Henry,
Oo, si
native
Henry.
or less
Arles.
expensive. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, but native, nako, they are not less expensive. They're more expensive.
Really.
Kasi mas
Mas
masarap
mahal.
sila.
Mas
Kaya,
mahal. Mas mahal.
ang dami
Tsaka
mo na
yung,
sigurong natulungan ng mga farmers to,
Oo.
di ba? Is there
yeah.
such a thing really as a organic pig
I think it
or
depends
lechon
on what
pork?
you mean. Merong mga organic na sinasabi, di ba? Yung the feed is purely organic, thus payat, di ba? Hindi ba?
Ayaw.
Yun yung totoo eh. Kaya nga yung
Oo.
mga bulungan nun, pag sobrang organic, payat eh. So the skin
Oo.
will not be crisp, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, we know that. So, pwede rin naman yung native, di ba, na ano. So, yeah. Basta ako native. Yeah.
Yeah. Galing. Siguro, Dedet, I think a lot of the people watching this discussion will be inspired. No, now during this pandemic, there are a lot of people who became home-based entrepreneurs, and I know you started just that way a couple of years ago. Any advice to them? Kasi some of them they just open lang, for example, during the lockdown lang, and then pag hindi na lockdown, close na rin sila. So maybe just any advice
Okay.
for
Yeah.
them, kasi minsan natatakot sila to compete with restaurants. I mean, ano ba, how do you think about this? Any advice para we discover naman and we let them unleash their passion, no? Ang dami
Mhm.
kasi diyan eh. Marami kami natikman na masasarap na food
Masarap.
na mga bago. Oo.
Yes, siguro the best thing that I can recommend, actually someone nga before the lockdown asked me, sabi niya, can I meet you? Meet kami. Tapos sabi niya, "Yeah, because I want to open a restaurant." Wala akong restaurant. This is the best advice. I think you should have just one very good dish.
Yes.
Something that you will be known for. Cannot be yung ang dami-dami mo na sabihin mo na masarap lahat, but people will not remember because that's just too many. One muna. And then, once you've perfected it, once people already know that you make the best mechado, the best adobo, diba? Then slowly you can add. I think that's the most important thing. Not to have too many, so people will remember you. And then people make mistakes. Just always say sorry. I mean, di ba? I mean, wala namang perfect eh. Di ba? Kasi like, di ba? So, yeah, if you're home-based, you would think na, syempre, you're starting pa lang. You're bound to make mistakes. And that's okay. That's forgivable. So just apologize when you make a mistake and then learn from it.
All
And then
right.
what else? And what else? And then yun nga, don't be afraid to make something so different. You don't want to be just someone who makes what all the others are doing. Parang yun.
Mm-mm. How do you build you started this global journey with connections, no? Any advice on building connections, working with influencers? How do you choose ba, or do you just, build that network over time?
Alam mo ako, because it was never planned eh. So I
That's the
guess,
nice part.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
guess this is the best thing. Be nice to everyone. Be nice to everyone. Because at one point or another, you can help them and they can help you. And being nice always has an edge.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing because you don't know. I mean, si Anton became my friend. Why? Because I joined a travel writing photography workshop.
Oo.
Tapos,
Same
tapos,
here.
oo, di ba? Did you join that, class too? O, see?
Yes.
So, dun ko siya na-meet and then, nagkatabi lang tayo, kwento-kwento with Marmy, di ba? So, um, of course, di ba, nice ka naman sa friends mo and then, yeah, parang for me, it's not good if you're nice only because, ay, influential yan. Aanuhan ko yan. Then, parang you lose the real soul. In the end, people will see eh. So, be nice. Kasi if you're not nice, there's karma.
Dedet. I
So,
think beyond the word nice, it would really be sincere.
yeah, sincere.
Sincere. And
Yeah.
I want to add to what Dedet, she might not have realized it, but she's always wanting to learn. In other words, you're an open book. You don't you're open. That's why kaya nga ba siya na truffle. Biro mo, I mean, where would you connect truffle with lechon? But she was an open book. She accepted ideas. She was always learning, going to cooking school, going to your class, Anton. And then that's where the connection comes. When you're sincere and you're open. Hindi yung mga close ka na hindi, ganito yan eh. Hindi eh. Lalo na
Mm-mm.
ngayon.
Yeah.
Di ba? To be global is
Yes.
to be open. You
Yeah.
have to be really, your mind has to be explosive. And that's dead. That is her.
Thank you.
Oo nga. Galing, ah. Last question from me, Dedet, no. I know at the start you were concerned about competition, no. Kasi maraming gaya ng gaya, etc. And I know you grew over the years, no, on, and I wanted to ask you advice on how should people think about competition, yung mga gumagaya, and how do you handle them?
Wow. Whoosh. Okay. Well, actually, syempre nakaka-stress, di ba? But in the end, if you know that what you're doing is good, di ba? And if you know na you're open nga, if you make, lahat nga, we all make mistakes, you just say sorry. And then when people love it, you say thank you for loving it. Parang, now I'm not afraid. I used to be very
Oo.
afraid. Like, di ba, oh my God, may maglelechon na naman. Tapos, then you will hear, okay, so okay lang. So, Now I'm not afraid. I take I'm happy because when they try to do something similar, it means you inspired someone. Diba? Total, sa dami naman ng Pilipino, hindi mo naman pwedeng lutuan ng lechon lahat yan. Diba? And so yeah, it's I've learned to see that it's really more a compliment pag ginagaya ka. It's not something that they're taking away from you. It's like a medal na na-inspire ko sila. So,
Mm-mm.
I'm cool with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a question from Castle. What makes lechon special?
Well, lechon is a Filipino food that's served when there's a celebration. So, it's, di ba, when there's a birthday, anniversary, wedding, Christmas, lechon is always top of mind to be served. That makes it special. That makes
There's
it very special.
there's a
Then,
feeling of abundance pag kahit panahon ng lola ko, pag sinabi buo, hindi yung putol-putol. Basta't
uh,
buo, pang fiesta o special. So, buong
special.
manok,
Ah,
buong isda, buong lapu-lapu, buong lechon. Yun na talaga.
Kailangan buo. Ay,
Oo.
meron pala akong ikukwento. Pwede? One minute?
go, go, go.
Bilisan ko. Ikukwento ko kay Nancy kasi nakwento ko na to kay Anton just so it might inspire someone. Growing up, pag Christmas, I had a tito who'd always say, di ba mamano ka, tas Christmas gift, he will always say, Dedet, napabayaan ka na naman sa kusina. Kasi nga mataba ako, di ba?
Hindi na.
So, syempre, my God, di ba? Hanggang lumaki ako palagi na lang ganon. Parang I felt so bad. Tapos I saw him many years after. Sabi niya sa akin, Dedet, palagi kita nababasa sa dyaryo. Sikat ka na. Tito, di ba palagi niyo akong sinasabihan, pinabayaan sa kusina? O di ngayon, yung pinabayaan sa kusina, sikat na, di tumawa siya, no? Tumawa rin ako. So, I just needed to say that because I'm sure somewhere out there, may sinasabihan na, o lumalaki ka, pinapabayaan ka na naman sa kusina. It's okay. Because, it really doesn't matter. What matters is what you will do, what you can do. Never mind yung mga, kasi for me, it was like a turnaround eh. It came back to me na, di ba, parang pinapahiya ka. But dahil nga mahilig akong kumain, meron bang lechon diva na forever nagda-diet? Syempre, wala. So, yun lang. I just wanted to share that. Ang batang, isa pa yan, tagline ko rin yan, ang batang pinabayaan sa kusina, lechon diva na ngayon.
Pero hindi, you still indulge in sports, di ba? Nagda-dive ka pa ba?
Yes.
Oh, di ba?
Kasi alam mo, di ba
Diving,
nag-lockdown?
di ba?
Nag-lockdown, di ba? Di, ang feeling ko, puti-puti ko na, ayoko na mag-dive. Pero nung last month, sa morning lang ako magda-dive para hindi ako masyadong natatan. Pero yeah, I still love diving. Yeah. Meron na akong treadmill sa house.
Wow, galing, galing. All right, galing, galing. Thank you for sharing everything. Nancy, do you have any last questions for?
No, I wanted to ask, beyond the lechon, what else would you like to, how about not food, not edible, writing a book,
Yeah.
doing a
Ac-
movie, doing,
Yon, the Lechon Diva movie.
yes,
Oh.
kasi,
Actually,
yeah, di ba?
yeah.
Oh, go.
Okay. The book, meron talaga, di ba? Yung Project Wheelchair Cookbook, it's just
Yes.
been such a busy year because my youngest just graduated. Hirap eh. Parang we were all struggling, di ba? So, in 2 months, maybe I can start getting in touch with all the chefs. Kasama na si Chef Nancy dyan. I will compile, put them all together, and will be writing a book. I spoke with Sandra Padilla. So Sandra, so sana soon I'll get in touch with you. And then, yung movie, gusto ko talaga. Ang
Yes!
title nga, ito na. Ito nga yung dream ko.
Ano?
Ang
Oh,
batang
sige.
pinabayaan sa kusina.
Tama.
Kasi
Go!
I wanted to make that
Go!
nothing heavy, something fun because my childhood was masaya eh. And then, but in the end, di ba kasi palagi naman ang mga bida sexy. May nakita ka na bang bidang mataba, di ba? So, gusto ko talaga, Nans, tulungan mo ko. Gusto ko yan.
Oh,
Dream
magaling
ko
ako
yan.
gumawa ng script.
O sige, usap tayo. Ha?
Pero wag mong i-total Tagalog. It has to be para,
Okay, yes.
iba na eh. May marami na ngayong
Yeah.
Oo, marami na.
international.
Tsaka with
I can
13,
see you. Yeah, I can see you in that movie.
hindi,
Di
di ba?
ba?
With
Batang
13, di ba?
pinabayaan.
With the 13 movie, introducing Manila and all our, um, mga characters, di ba? Tama-tama. Okay yung movie na yan. Tama.
At saka nga, as I said, hindi lechonero to ngayon. Ang pinag-uusapan natin, lechonera. You know,
Yes.
yun pa lang, meron na agad dating.
Alright.
Di ba?
Oh.
Thank you.
Galing, galing. Meron tayong
Oo.
papanoorin. Alright. Dedet, so if they wanted to follow you, I think the best is Instagram. Tama ba?
IG, yes, IG. So,
And
Lechon_Diva.
ito, Lechon Diva. So dito namin matutunghayan kung ano yung susuotin mo sa 24.
Actually, yan. Yung suot ko na yan.
Ito.
Oo, yan.
Okay.
Wow.
Hindi
Yan.
ko
The
pa,
Lechon.
oo, yan.
Meron pa akong isang last na idadagdag. Nakikita nyo, again, if you go back to the dishes that she served, she has a flair. Sometimes pag may lechon ka, tatadtarin mo, di mo ka ng hindi ba, yung tadtad. Pero she has a way of presenting it that attracts the eye. Di ba? Ayan, look at that. So, hindi ba, may dating. So, very attractive to the global eye.
Thank you.
Ano yung bilbil mo?
Pakita mo yung bilbil. First wave, second wave, third wave.
Ay, nako.
Alam mo, whenever I bring my lechon abroad, wherever, I make sure that the Philippine flag is there for each serving. Because,
yes,
di ba, uso ngayon bago kainan picture. At least in my own little way, people will see Philippine flag. That's still the Philippines. So,
yes.
ayan. So, nagdala rin ako ng maraming flags for here.
Wow.
So, and then, wait, plug lang. Other than Pepita's in Las Vegas, we're having a collab dinner in Chismisan in New York. Thanks to Cheryl Tew and Chef Jappy. So just please send a message to Chef Jappy of Chismis in New York.
New
Filipino
York.
restaurant. Yeah. So kasi from Las Vegas, mag-New York naman ang Lola Bells nyo.
Mag-Houston ka na rin.
Oo nga, gusto ko makakain ng mga barbecue.
Yun na.
Serious ka? I'll find a way.
Hindi pa ako nakakapunta siya. Sige, hindi po, babalik naman ako. Babalik ka rin. Ha?
Okay. Pag-receive mo na ng Oscar dun sa movie.
Oo. Oh my God. Oo. Alam mo, did you know that? Na I had a dream. I had a plan before the pandemic. But kulang yung time kasi. Pero that has been in my plans. Yung, di ba, wala nang ibang pwedeng gumawa ng ang batang pinabayaan sa kusina. Diba?
Galing. We're so
Diba?
proud of you.
And
We're
then
so
we
proud
will
of
ask, we will ask all those na matataba noon or matataba pa rin ngayon. Ano yung funny question, mga funny kwento nila? Kasi ang dami yatang kwento na nakakatuwa ng
Ay,
mga
marami.
cuddly.
Oo.
Di ba pag cuddly kasi lovable eh? Di ba, Anton? Tanungin mo si Rach.
All right. Thank you. So maybe can you invite them to Las Vegas once again? The opening of Pepita's Kitchen.
Okay, for the Filipinos out there, even Americans who will be in um, around Las Vegas, opening is on June 25, Resorts World Las Vegas. Please visit Pepita's Kitchen by the Lechon Diva. It's in the Street Food Hall. Yun lang. You will get to taste our truffle lechon and sisig panini.
Okay.
Please drop by. I'll be there every day from the 25th up to the 28th, I think. Yeah. So,
Wow. Galing. Galing. Galing.
yan.
Padala ka ng photo mo, yung outfit.
Oo.
Actually, magpagawa ka kaya ng iring na lechon. Diba?
Meron nga eh, yung
Oo.
may, pero kasi kailangan malaki eh. Kasi hindi makikita.
Ayan, dito.
Para
Dahil
cute, no? Sige.
bagay sa'yo.
Oo nga. Siyempre. Lechon Diva.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks,
Thank
Nancy.
you.
Galing, galing. Thanks for inspiring all of us. A lot of the home-based entrepreneurs here, lahat ng foodies are really inspired by your story. You know, you really started at home lang and then, you know, and now you're, how many years officially from the time na you created the lechon?
Maybe at least 11. 11.
Wow, 11 years. A decade to build making lechon and Filipino food. Global
Global
sensation in your own way,
sensation.
di ba? Pipita's
Yeah,
lechon.
one step at a time. One step at a
One
time.
step at a time. And if you guys, all Filipinos, let's support Dedet in the new Resorts World Las Vegas. And thank you so much.
Salamat. Oy,
Maraming
thank you rin,
salamat.
Anton, ha? You're always supporting me.
Yes,
Thank
all right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ha?
Bye-bye.
Las Vegas.
Bye, Dad. Love you. God
Love you.
bless. God is good.
Uy, salamat. Salamat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.